Good morning, everyone. Happy podcasting day once again. I'm going to go ahead and get right into this beautiful topic that I want to discuss with you this morning. How to start and a business with your gifts. How to start a business with your gifts. All right, y'all know where I'm going, right? Deuteronomy 8:18. Let me ask you this question. Let me ask you a question. Now, you don't have to comment, you don't have to respond to me, but answer this to yourself. Do you realize and do you know that your skills and your opportunities in life is a part of the divine plan of God? Do you realize that? Do you realize He's giving you the ability to create wealth? Yes. If you didn't know, now you know. He has. Now, I want to talk about this for a few minutes. I'm going to talk about this from a standpoint of you you knowing, okay, you knowing that he has given you the ability to create this wealth. So, back up. When I'm talking to entrepreneurs and those that want to start a business, those that are visionaries, and those are the ones that say, "Hey, I want to leave a legacy. I want to be a wealth for my family. I want to do a lot of things. I want to help the community. I want to do some great things out here." And then just existing and just maybe going to work, waiting on retirement, involved in all of our extracurricular activities, involved in all of our sororities or whatever it is out here that you be, that's you. And there's no, not knocking on that. That's, you do what you do. But it's bigger than that. It's bigger than you connecting with other other gods, put it that way. It's bigger than that. Okay, now, first of all, we have to acknowledge the fact that we are and we have the ability to create our wealth, right? And we have blessings upon blessings. Y'all, everybody, we ask for blessings, we ask God to bless us, but He's already given us the greatest blessing, the ability to create wealth. I just want to read the scripture for you because I want you to realize and see what He was saying. He said this right in the first beginning of the word. Genesis, you got Genesis. He talked about that just coming up to, to the beginning of the word. It's like four books of the Bible before this one, and he wanted to lay down the foundation before he gave everything, gave it to you about the ability for you to create your wealth. So let me go ahead and read. Remember, I'm reading this from the New Living Translation. Remember the Lord your God. He is the one who gives you power to be successful in order to fulfill the covenant he confirmed to your ancestors with an oath. Okay? He's already confirmed it to the previous your ancestors. He's already told them that. And even when you are not here anymore, your children, the children's children's children is going to have to go by this word because it is not going to die. You know that, right? Do you know that? Morning, Tisha. If you're still here, good morning. Good morning. I didn't see you. Good morning, honey. But yes, now let me get back to what I was saying. Y'all gotta listen. Y'all gotta hear this. You have to hear that Deuteronomy 8:18. You gotta hear what it's telling you. It is telling you this. So don't be afraid because I'm telling you, I come a long way. Oh, and by the way, I'm celebrating my 8th year, July 4th on uh podcasting I'm sorry, no, my live streaming for 8 years. I've been consistent, guys. I've been consistent. I've met some great people, and my business is growing, flourishing. It's going to continue. That's what you always want to do. You want a business to be sustainable, and that's another thing here in this Deuteronomy 8:18. He's given us the ability to create sustainable wealth. So you got to be acknowledgement of the source, and the source is God. He's given you that. and be grateful and be humble. When he starts orchestrating that gift and making things come to pass for you, you launching your business, you learning what to do, and you making money, you're learning how to make money, you're learning new skills out here, you're just growing, and you've hired people, you've gotten your business credit together, you got your personal credit together so you can grow your business credit, and then you're moving and you're getting clients, you're getting customers, and you're launching it, you got your website built, you got all these things to just grow your business. Be grateful and humble, and treat your customers right. You're learning how to do customer service. You're learning what tools to use. You're learning all of these other things that you need for business. Be grateful and humble. Remain that as you grow. Don't look down on people as you're growing. Lift someone else up, because you know what? Your community is going to need you at some point too, as well. So establish yourself in greatly in your communities in a way that people will want to do business with you. And some of the money that you get back from your businesses, show the community that serve you, or even if you're serving people all over the world, show that you appreciate what they have helped you with. So be grateful. Now, another thing is the next thing, the point I want to talk about. We have two more. So just bear with me and listen and see what I have to say. We have two more to talk about: purpose and responsibility. Oh, hey. Thank you, Tisha. Happy, thank you for my happy anniversary. Thank you, thank you. Now, the third one: purpose and responsibility. It's not for you to go and just splurge it. It's for you for the greater purpose. It's for the greater purpose. Now you can enjoy it. I'm not saying that you got to build wealth and you got to just give it all away. This when your community come into play, helping out the community to be a better place. Do you know every community is doing something different and something better to help the next one, but us as the African American community, in a sense? Now, I'm going to tell you, not everybody. Some people out here doing great things before you go to jump on me and say, no, you wrong and all this stuff. Yes, but it's fewer than many. So you got a 1% of some of us. But you want to impact in a great way, because I always say this about the whole entire year: it's 365 days to do and take care of the business that God has put us here to do, the purpose. A lot of you sitting on your gifts and your talents, and boy, I tell you, you are so brilliant at what you do. You're so brilliant at what God has called you to do. You're so brilliant at it, but nobody knows about you. You are your best kept secret, and you want to keep it that way. Seem like you want to keep it that way. You want to keep yourself being your best kept secret. But no, we got to stop doing that. We cannot be our best kept secret. We got to get out here and help others. Now the next one is your ethical and moral conduct. You need to operate in integrity when you are in business. You got to operate and give people what your mission and your vision, your provision, or whatever your business is, what it says. You have to do that. That is going to keep you sustainable in the marketplace, because you know the thing, you know the principles, and you know what it says. We reap what we sow. We all have reaped what we've sown. Let's say it again. We have reaped what we sown. So we want to be ethical and morally, you know, in action. We want to act this way. This is going to be our norm. We don't want to have to think about it. We just want to be it. Be it in our business. And that's what he's saying. Now, your success is going to lie right here in this is the greatest covenant right here that you need to operate. And it says here, he says the covenant that he's told our ancestors. So he's already told our ancestors and promised our ancestors. I believe back then in our great parents back in the 1800s, this is what I believe now. You can believe something else, or something else can be documented and it can contradict or can argue what I say, but I don't think it's wrong. It's just another form. I believe that our ancestors, they years and years ago, they had a deep, deep, deep connection with God to the point that that's why they wanted us to be better than they were. They wanted to instill in us the betterment, that they wanted the foundation. Do y'all know everything comes from the foundation? Just being that, getting the foundation of teaching us how to do things from a foundational standpoint. Just as like in the beauty industry, just like with me, I teach courses on the foundation of hair, the foundation of cosmetology. The foundation will never change. You can come up with all this glamorous stuff. We can, like modern day today, we can come up with all of this technology and everything and all of this creative way of doing things and da 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 da. But the basics will never change. Just like the basics in marriage will never change. The basics in communication will never change. The basics in hygiene would never change. Think about it. If you do the basic with your hygiene, you don't have to have the perfumes. You don't have to have the, even fashion. You don't have to have all of that stuff when you got the basics. And that's all I'm saying there. Okay, now the last one is sustainable success. If you realize that your stability in this world is going by the divine plan that God has for your life, you will be unstoppable in anything you're out here doing. Unstoppable, people. You could not, you look, you can run circles around everybody else. Because if you realize that the divine plan for your life, every day you wake up, you will be doing something towards that particular goal. You will. It'll be innate in you. It will be effortless. It will be so easy for you to flow throughout your day. Things may come in your way, obstacles may come in your way, whatever, but you will just flow if you stand on the principles, stand on God's principles. I haven't always done this. I'm learning. And when I did this, I'm telling you from experience, it changed the trajectory of my entire life. I don't worry about what people say. I don't worry about who don't like what. I don't worry about pleasing anyone. I just listen to the voice of God. And when I go to sleep at night, y'all, sometimes I rest so well. Boy, I be looking, Lord, it scares me. Okay. Why am I resting? It's peaceful. Oh boy. It's so much. And sometimes I like last night I was on the computer doing some stuff for one of my clients and I'm sitting here in the chair asleep. But boy, let me tell you. You know what? Let me tell you. You know how you take your bath? You take your bath. Y'all ever done, you take your bath and you'll wake up. Let me tell you, I'm so at peace that even when I took my bath last night, God just said, okay, just like a little baby. You know how the little baby should you give them a bath, boy, they know, look, you can't stop that sleep. It's gonna come. They're gonna go to sleep and then no matter what, it won't wake them up. But I did that last night. But anyway, that's just the peace because I'm operating in my divine purpose and the divine plan for my life. And God, and I thank him so much for it. I thank him. I thank him. I thank him. So that's all I want to say to you this morning. You know, that, just use your gifts and your talents to make money and use them in a way because he gave you talents to build a business. And the only way you're going to do what Deuteronomy 8:18 build wealth is, you are going to have to create, build on your own. He gives so many examples in the Bible of how he has given some people, in the Bible, so many businesses and they've listen and they were leaders over nations. They were leaders over, and this is what it was talking about when I said the purpose and responsibilities of you and your community. Your community needs you. That your community need to be blessed by your business. Everybody want to start a nonprofit, start a for-profit first, and then get you a nonprofit. And because your for-profit will take care of your own nonprofit. And then you can get your own tax right. It's so many business opportunities and all of that. See your CPA and let them tell you more about it. Because I'm not a CPA. I'm just telling you there's so many ways that you can do it. But I'm Biz Strategist Sandy here. If you want me to help you launch your business, reach out to me. We will begin the process and you can be able to use your gifts and your talents that God gave you to build your wealth. But I just want to tell you this morning. It was on my heart. And I said, let me get up and go in here and press my podcast recording because I got some clients I got to work on this morning, but I wanted to get this out to you before I do that. And anyway, that's all I want to say. So remember, you acknowledge your source, you acknowledge God, be grateful and humble, and know your purpose and your responsibility in all of your success, and be ethical in the whole process and sustain that success. Don't just start and stop. Don't be starting a business and stop. Don't be doing all that stuff. No, don't do that. Continue doing what God has called you to do. Stand on the word that He has given you. Stand on His word. He wants you to stand on His word. But will you do it? We got to come back, y'all. We got to come back to the basics. We got to come back to just as like I said a minute ago. If you do the basics of everything, you'll be fine. You don't have to go. The basic is your foundation. So let's get back to the foundation, and that is God and what He has told us and He has promised us in His word. Just do what He told you to do. And I had to talk to myself and I had to tell myself this too. Because I was blind, I couldn't see. But now my eyes are wide open and there's nothing that can pass me. And you'll be called, you different, crazy, whatever. Let the people talk. Did they create you? Let me ask you this. Did the people that are criticizing you and that are talking about you in a negative light, were they the ones that gave you life? And they created you. Can you go to them when you are in time of need and trouble? Get on your knees and can you pray to them? No, it's called idolatry. Idolatry. No, you cannot. You cannot idol any gods outside of the one that created you. Go back to your creator and find out what needs to be done. Go back to your creator and find out what is out here for you to do if you don't know. And if you want them, there are a few spiritual gift assessments that I know about. And I'll do your spiritual gift assessment. If you want a copy, just DM me and let me know, and I'll send you the list. Or either you can come in and just for those that want the list, the few I have, and you can take the assessment. I give it to you. Just let me know. Okay. Alrighty. So anyway, I'm going to get on with my morning and just remember these. These are the ways, just use your gift. This is how you use your gifts to create wealth. Knowing these principles of God, knowing some of these things that He want you to do, because He gave you the ability to create wealth. He gave it to you. Now it's up to you to activate what you have and follow His God. Follow His guide and follow those principles. You can't go wrong. All right. All right. Have a beautiful morning. Talk to y'all later. Be blessed. Bye bye.